What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Monday night, 85th anniversary of Batman. Clooney Batman. Another Robin. The suit with the nipples. Man. Let's check in with the chat. We're going to hit the ground running on this one, man. We're going to hit the ground running on this one. Just wanted to get on here and talk about the Batman and Robin announcement real quick, man. This is a pretty cool announcement. We knew it was coming because it's been teased for a while, but it's nice to get this announcement before the end of the year. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see what we got. Let's see who we got. We got the legend himself, Christian Crosshair Cooper, saying the GOAT, talking about the GOAT superhero. Let's go, baby. Hey, man, hey, I'll try to live up to this. But you know, I'll take it, Christian. I'll take it all day and twice on Sunday, man. I'll take it every day and twice on Sunday. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being here. We got Ash Chase in the building. What's up, Ash? Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for tuning in. We got Clinton Martin in the building. What's up, Clinton? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're having a nice Monday. It's almost Tuesday now. We got Gio saying Clooney Batman. He's excited. He's hyped. I'm pretty excited too. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty excited about this announcement. So we're going to talk about it. We have, forgive me if I mess this up. Please forgive me if I mess this up. Jagron 2. Hello all. Jagron 2. If I'm messing this up, man, I apologize. I believe this is the first time I've seen you in my chat. So thank you for being here. Hope to see you more often. Hope you keep returning. Hope you enjoy yourself tonight. We're going to be talking about the Batman and Robin announcement that Hot Toys just dropped on us as part of that 85th anniversary. So we finally got some more 85th anniversary stuff that's not just a gold Batman. So this is exciting. Keith Lee's in the building. What's up, Keith? Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for being here, dude. It says, I would have figured they would have included an unmasked version of Clooney and O'Donnell head sculpt. Me too, man. There's got to be something going on with the likeness rights, because I would have loved to have seen a Kilmer head sculpt. I would have loved to, Clooney head sculpt would have been cool. I will say, we're going to talk about this in here, but I will say there's something I really, really like what they did. And if it turns out that it looks as good as it looks in these images, and we'll talk about it here in a minute, and I'm not talking about the Batman nipple suit, even though that looks kind of cool too. But we'll talk about it. Yeah, there you go. Y'all can read that. Keith Lee, he does. He absolutely does. And I do feel like he needed it to defeat Dr. Freeze. I feel like he did need it to defeat Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy and Bane. I feel like if he didn't have these, if you notice in the movie, he really, it makes sense because Mr. Ice... Hold on a minute, man. What the hell am I talking about? Hold on. All right. I've called Mr. Freeze, Dr. Freeze, and Mr. Ice. I'm losing my mind, and I am sorry. Let's try this again. Mr. Freeze, he's making all those puns about, let's kick some ice, and all that shit. It makes sense that the Clooney Batman had bat nipples, man. It was cold everywhere. I mean, he was fighting Mr. Freeze himself. Sorry about that, guys. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. Doc Bat saying, finally some DC goodness, LFG, ! Dude, it's so funny, Doc Bat, because as soon as, there's a couple of other, you included on this, obviously, but there's a few other, solely, and I'm not saying you're solely a Batman collector, but a lot of people that I know just, pretty much collect just Batman. As soon as I saw this drop, I was like, dude, there's going to be a lot of people happy about this. I know a lot of people have been wanting this to officially get announced, so this is pretty cool that they both got announced tonight. But thanks for being here, man. Oh, okay. Yagron 2 says, hey, sir, this be Lane. Hope you be doing good. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Thanks for being here, Lane. Yeah, man. Thank you. Glad to hear you're doing well. He also says this is a funny release after reaction to the Dark Knight Batman armor. Yeah, it's pretty. We've had a nice little run here of Batman announcements. That's for sure. Who else we got here? Also says, I will say I do not like the Robin head sculpt, but I like how the costume looks. Yeah, and we're about to talk about that in depth. We're going to start off with Batman, and then we're going to talk about that Robin. But I have some thoughts on it. Christian says, I'm debating on selling my in-art Aragorn. It just didn't do it for you, huh, Christian? It didn't live up to the hype, dude. You just not... I mean, I know you love the character, but the figure just wasn't worth what you paid for it, I guess. Like, in your opinion? Yargron saying, wow. He's also saying, needs to chill with all exclamation point. Think about what he said. Nah, man. You're not wrong. I can't. I've called him Mr. Ice. I've called him Dr. Freeze. You're not wrong on this whatsoever. I do need to chill. And I see what you did here with this pun. And Geo's jumping in on the puns as well. Just need to chill. Nick's Collectible says, these figures actually look great. Hannes Hansel says he agrees with the nipple theory. Yeah, absolutely. It just makes sense. It makes sense. We got SG Collectibles in the house saying, what's up, Justin? What's up, SG Collectibles? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you were doing well. Chris, I'm just telling you right now, I mean, this is up to you, but the Harry Potter is I was more than thrilled with that release. I mean, it is pricey as hell. I'm not going to lie. I'm never going to say that a figure is worth that much money. I'm never like, it's up to you what you feel like it's worth, but I'm never going to say it's like a great deal or anything, but it is a beautiful figure. All right, sorry, I just got another notification from Hot Toys. It's like, did they just announce something else? Mart P says, are you getting this, Justin? First off, what's up, Mart P? Hope you're doing well. Second off, I'm unsure. Totally being real with you, I'm unsure. I want to say yes because I'm trying to get this stream hyped, but at the same time, I'm unsure. But we'll talk about it. Maybe by the end of these blogger photos, not blogger photos, but the promotional images, we'll know. Keith Lee said, check out the Sideshow first look at Batman Armory. Bale head sculpt looks much better in hand than blogger picks. Keith, I'm going to tell you something. I still have that on pre-order, and I don't plan on canceling it. I understand the concerns with the head sculpt, but the way I am going to be doing it, because I already have the DX19, so I have an idea of like swapping those suits out. Pretty sure I'm going to stick with it. But I did see that video, and the video, it does look better. It really does. Hot Toys is putting out all the stuff they can right now. Just wish Sideshow would send me my Death Trooper zombie. 10 days processing, 2-day preparing to ship. Damn, dude, ain't that the worst, man? You think something's going to get delivered to you, or you think something's going to get sent to you, and this happens, dude. Hopefully you get this soon, man. Hopefully you get this soon. I have not done a video on this. I have a video review on the Anne Hathaway Catwoman, but I have not done a video on this. No. Great question. Matthew Sparza, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. He says, how much did I miss? Not sure why I got the notification late. No big deal. We've been live for maybe 10 minutes. Haven't missed much at all. We've just been hanging out in the chat. Haven't even looked at one image yet. We're about to jump into our first image right now. SG Collectible says, Christian, you trying to sell that in-art Aragorn? I'm your guy. We got Phil DeBurn in the house saying, howdy. What's up, Phil DeBurn? Hope you're doing well, man. We also got Yomo in the house saying, yo. What's up, Yomo? Yomo saying, yo. I love it. And look who we got. We got another legend in the building. Loco Lou. What's popping, people? I'm telling you, I love when Loco Lou swings by into my streams. Dude, like, I try to stay as hyped as possible. Loco Lou always comes in and brings the absolute hype, man. Love it when Loco Lou's in the building, man. Just makes me just try to aim that much higher to keep the hype levels high, man. So Loco Lou, thanks for being here, dude. And I hope you're having a good evening. Hit that like button. Hey, Loco Lou said it, but I'll double this. If you want to hit that like button, we got 23 in the chat. That'd be great. If you want to hit that thumbs up. I mean, I won't be mad at you. All right, let's jump in. Like I said, if you've on these streams, it's gonna be it's probably gonna be like an hour stream here. We're gonna talk about some stuff, so I won't keep y'all too long, but we will definitely look at this. I had to update the thumbnail because they released the Robin as well, and so I had to update that. So we're gonna look at both. We're gonna jump into it. These might be out of order. I gotta say what's up to a couple people though that just jumped in. We got Collection Obsession in the building saying, "What's up, Justin? What's up, Collection Obsession? Hope you're doing well, man." About to jump into our first image of the night, and we got Eric Heineke in the building saying, "Hello, everyone. What's up, Eric? Hope you're doing well." And you're here just in time because we're about to look at that first image of Clooney Batman. Now this might be out of order because I just kind of opened up all these. I've looked at these briefly, but I haven't looked at hardly any of the Robin ones, but I've looked at most of the Batman ones, but I haven't really looked too closely. So let's look at these together. Let's kind of see what we think on this. All right, so here we go. We got the Batman from Batman and Robin, George Clooney Batman. Let me first off just say this. I think that whether you are going to be picking this up or not, I think we have to all be excited that we're getting this at all, to be totally honest. It's like we're finally starting to come around to like accepting that this movie, while it has many, many flaws, is still has that nostalgia pull for a lot of us that grew up in the 90s, that grew up in this time where these were like the first Batmans that we went and saw in theaters. Maybe you're somebody that grew up with the Keaton Batmans. Maybe you're somebody that grew up with these Batmans. It really doesn't matter. Regardless, I feel like there is some type of nostalgic pull for, people growing up in the 80s and 90s for these movies. Even if you don't like this movie or think it's good. I think it's like one of those ones that there's like, I feel like people quote this movie more than just about any other Batman movie because it's got so many one-liners from Arnold. It's got just crazy dialogue in it. It's it's Schumacher, man. It's Forever. It's Robin. They took everything about Batman Forever and then like tripled it and said, you know what? Let's really just make it that times 10. Like, that scene where Chris O'Donnell is fighting all those dudes in Batman Forever in the alley or whatever. Let's do that and then just do that times 10 for the whole movie. And then, can you see if Arnold is working right now? Is he doing another Terminator? Why don't you give him a call? Just see if he wants to do it. Yeah, just call him. Should we put Bane in there too, you think? Do you think we already got Uma Thurman? She's going to do Poison Ivy? Okay. I guess. Yeah, what should we do with Bane, you think? Yeah. Let's throw Bane in there too, just in case. You know what? If we're gonna hold on. If we're gonna do that, let's throw in Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. Can we do that as well? Perfect. Summer release. Got it. That's how I feel like this movie went. They just said, let's just keep adding shit to it. This might be the last one we ever get to do, and it turned out it was. And I've always loved this movie for the fact that if we wouldn't have gotten this movie, we would have never have gotten Christopher Nolan Batman Begins. I feel like this movie led directly to them going that route with the other ones, but let's talk about the figure. We could talk about the movie all day, and it's definitely one of those guilty pleasure type films. I want to answer this question real quick. Matthew Spurs says, off topic, but I'm wondering if that UV light effect on 2099 is going to deteriorate bad if kept in light. That's a great question. I have no clue, man. I don't have a figure that does that yet. So this would be a question maybe somebody in the chat can answer, but I'm not sure, Matthew. Not sure, man. Great question. I'm just not sure. Honest Ansel says this Batman looks good. It does, and let's talk about it. I've been kind of going on and on here. Let's talk about it. I'm going to catch in with the chat here in a little bit. Keep bringing it in the chat. I see a lot of people talking in the chat. I really appreciate it. I think it does. I think it looks really good. We're gonna just keep this rolling here. Again, these are probably out of order, so I apologize in advance. But I can just tell you right now, I've always really loved the aesthetic for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Like the logos and everything. I love the logos. I just love that about these movies. You know, I really do. I think it's like a colorful, fun, vibrant movie. This Batman, it's just so like there is some nostalgia for these suits, man. Just because it's so like 90s Batman. Like it's just the suits have no functionality. They're just there to look really cool. They were made to sell toys. They were there to look really good in toy form. And they did. They looked really cool. And the only concern I have is like you can already kind of see this with the you know creasing and stuff. I've heard a lot of people with that Batman Forever figure, like they say you can't really articulate it a whole lot, which you know isn't the biggest deal in the world for me. I mean, I don't like to always have everything in like a museum pose, but I still want to have Batman in some type of like fighting stance or some type of pose. So I kind of like how they're showing these poses off with him holding the batarangs and stuff like that. This batarang is just huge, man. And I guess it was this big in the movie. I just forgot how big this damn batarang was. This thing's insanely huge. Look at the scale on this. I'm not saying it's not accurate. I haven't watched this movie in a while, but I mean, man, if the batarang was that big, dude, he should have been just... Nobody should have been able to compete with this Batman. Dude's out here just throwing dumbbells as batarangs, dude. It's crazy. But it looks really good. I can tell you the thing that I really love. I love what they did with the eyes here. Like the eyes look really good. Like inside, I really think even though we didn't get a Clooney sculpt, I'm picking up a lot of like great Clooney work here. Great Clooney work. Great sculpt work on the Clooney face plates. Let's see what else we can say. I'll tell you, this looks really damn good. This, I don't want to say something crazy here. I don't want to say something crazy, but let's talk about this as a chat real quick. I'm going to ask this question, and then we're going to go into the chat, and I'm going to hear from you guys. Can we agree that this is one of the best? And again, I know it's just a prototype. I get it. I totally get it. Can we agree though that this is one of the best like open mouth, teeth showing lower faceplates they've done? I'm not kidding, dude. This looks phenomenal. Like I really think this looks really good. Like a lot of times, man, they can't, for whatever reason, these look kind of weird sometimes. And I really feel like they did a great job here with the infamous Clooney chin, man. I mean, I think they did a really good job with that Clooney chin. I really think they did a great job with this open mouth showing the teeth sculpt. I really do. All right, let's check in with you guys in the chat. Let's see what y'all have to say. For Batman and Robin, I remember for Mental Pain. There you go. That's I mean, it's so bad. It's sometimes you start thinking about it and you have fond memories because you're like, you know what, man? I know I hated on that movie, but damn, dude, it was, you know, I still laughed a little bit when Mr. Freeze showed up. Honest Answer says, man, it has to be cold. It definitely is cold. It definitely is cold. And I'll hide your comments so people can see how cold it is. Malgus for Emperor saying evening all. Bat credit card time. Let's go. Malgus for Emperor is all in on this, it sounds like. Malgus for Emperor, thanks so much for being here, man. I hope you were doing well. Phil DeBurn is asking the question that I am asking. And Phil DeBurn, I'm just going to go ahead and get to this now because you asked something that I was going to actually ask towards the end of the stream, but we're going to talk about it now. Where's my homegirl Poison Ivy? We absolutely need a Uma Thurman Poison Ivy. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Probably not. I would love this. I would love an Alicia Silverstone Batgirl. I really would. I really don't think it's going to happen, but I want to be wrong. But I would love to get a Uma Thurman Poison Ivy from this movie. I think that would be so sick. I would love it. Yes, this would be incredible as well. Now, this, I think, has a way better chance of happening. And the reason I say that is twofold. Like, there's already that third party Mr. Freeze that's out. Sorry, I keep getting notifications, and I thought it was Hot Toys with another drop because I was just like, is it going to be one of those evenings? So they already had that third-party Mr. Freeze out. You kind of saw that with Mr. Knight. Like, there's a chance they do that. They just kind of did, like, a little bit of an update on that T-800 sculpt that they're going to come out with. I think that this, if they're going to do a villain from one of these movies, this is the one that they would more than likely do. That makes sense to me. So this is actually something I could see happening. I would be a fan of this, but I really would love to see, if they're going to do that, I would truly would love to see that Uma Thurman Poison Ivy. Again, in a perfect world, we get all the villains. You know, we'd get the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face, we'd get the Jim Carrey Riddler. But, you know, we'll see. I just don't feel like it's going to happen, but I hope I'm wrong. Christian says, I'll watch the replay, Justin. I'm off to bed. All right, Christian, I understand, man. I understand. I just wanted to get out. I was up still, and I was like, let's just go ahead and go live for this, man. Let's go ahead and get live for this and talk about this. And but I appreciate it, Christian. And yeah, dude, definitely check out the replay. And let me know in the comments when you check it out what you think of the announcement. Keith Lee said, who was banned back then? I forget. I don't remember either. Like, I really don't. I don't remember. It feels like it was like a bodybuilder or something, I'm sure. It was like a world's strongest man type of dude or something, if I had to guess. Loco Lou says, I have to see if this Batman and Robin comes with the ice skates. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It already comes with the credit card. I believe it comes with the credit card that somebody alluded to earlier. So, great question. SG Collectible says, are you getting them, Justin? These might be ones... You know, I still don't even have the Batman Forever ones, and I thought that I would for sure get those, and those are even on sale right now, and I still haven't picked them up. So I'm not going to say tonight that I'm for sure getting these. These are definitely ones that I'm keeping my eye on, though, and these are definitely ones that I am very, very interested in picking up because I truly don't know if we'll ever get another Clooney Batman. Like, I know that sounds kind of wild, but I just don't. I just think that this Clooney Batman, like, this is maybe if they did one down the line with the sculpt, maybe. But I know those Batman Forever figures sat for a while. Maybe this, since it's 85th anniversary, these don't. But yeah, I'm not sure yet, man. I'm kind of on the fence right now. Collection says now I need the Clooney Roadster Batmobile and Robin Cycle. That'd be sick. That would be absolutely sick. Local Lou says, my Spider-Man MK4 still holds up with the UV suit still holds. So there you go, Matthew. If Matthew Spars, if you're still in the building, man, Local Lou kind of has an answer for you with what you were asking about the UV suit. Thanks, Local Lou. Appreciate that, man. Phil the Burn says, is Jazz Inc. still doing the Batmobile for Batman Forever? I'm not, or for Batman and Robin. He corrected himself. I mean, Batman and Robin. I'm not sure. Somebody has probably answered this in the chat by now, but I hope somebody knows the answer because I am not totally sure about this, Phil the Burn. Striker says, my wallet is safe with these two reveals, but it would be cool to see the Poison Ivy from this film in 6-scale form. See, I'm hoping they do something with Uma Thurman because I truly, truly want a Kill Bill figure, like a officially licensed Kill Bill Hot Toys. I mean, maybe they've already done that. I mean, if they did, it was way before I was collecting. So somebody correct me if they already have that out there. But I would, regardless, even if they did way back when that movie came out, I would love to get I would just love to have that figure. The Bride, I would love it. Honestly, says this is Clooney all day. I agree. I mean, and this is why I'm kind of like I would probably get this one over the Kilmer one, even though I loved Kilmer as Batman. I feel like the figure didn't get his likeness as good as they could have on the lower faceplate, and I feel like Clooney, and maybe it's because Clooney has a more defined, like more recognizable lower faceplate or something. But I really think they did a great job here. Let's actually move to another picture. You kind of see it here, man. I mean, I think they did a great job with this, dude. Like the rolling eyes here with this. I mean, I told y'all I'm kind of on the fence, but the more I'm seeing of this, man, I think this looks fantastic. I mean, I'm very impressed with the lightness they were able to get without going with a full head sculpt here. And I think the suit looks good. It's, you know, again, it's so silly that it works. And Local Lou says, I would agree, but the Joker is the best hands down. Yeah, I mean, you ain't lying. I mean, I would, I'm with you on this. I mean, yeah, there's no argument there. I would just like to see more villains in general, man, from these films. Eric Heineke says, we need Mr. Freeze. We do. Let's see what else we got here. Collection of Such says, the open mouth face reminds me of... Sorry, my computer was going a little slow right there. Okay, let's try this again. The open mouth face reminds me when Clooney said to Robin, this is why Superman works alone. Yeah, I mean, it really does. They captured a really good, like, I really feel like they captured a lot of personality with this, man, which is a testament to that sculpt work from Hot Toys on this one. Honda said, these go on a Black Friday sale deal, I would pick it up. That's kind of... I think since these are 85th anniversary, I don't think they're going to make as many of these as maybe they made those Batman Forever ones just because of when those Batman Forever ones came out. But I feel like the Robin could sit a lot more than this Clooney Batman. I feel like the Clooney Batman might be one that, because I just think it looks really good. So I'd be interested to see, but you know, based on the Batman Forever ones, those did sit for a while, but I'm wondering if it's because of the timing of the release or not. Andre says, it says Jeep Swenson was the actor who played Bane. He was a wrestler. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate the thank you for this information. Somebody earlier, for context for people just joining us, somebody had asked earlier who played Bane and Batman and Robin. So thank you so much, Andre, and thanks for being here. Honestly, it says Kill Bill Uma. Oh man, that would be killer. Yeah, that would be. Those are the kind of things that I'm just hoping get announced one day. We'll see. Loco Lou agrees as well. Yeah, it'd be. Oh, absolutely with this, Gio. Absolutely. I mean, you could get so many characters from Quentin Tarantino films, but Kill Bill especially. Striker says, I'm really glad to see that figures that they're showing off at events are being put up for pre-order as they always should. None in purgatory. 100% agree with this. Yeah, I love that as well, man. Let's keep it rolling here. You can kind of start seeing some of the Robin, which honestly, man, I've always kind of liked this Robin suit as well. And again, this I just wouldn't want to pose it like this. I mean, I know that you got to protect the suit and everything, but at the same time, like, I really like some of these other, like this one right here to me is just so funny because it's like, I just love the background here. I just think this is the coolest picture they have on this whole promotional image. I mean, it just seems like you just walk into a place, you're like, oh, hello. And they're like, hey. And then Robin's like, hey, how's it going? Kind of thinking of like a whole scene right now, man. Just building out a whole scene. Maybe we do a sequel with these characters, man. We'll see. But I just love this image, man. It looks so good. I love the backdrop here. But yeah, and we're going to take a look at this Robin here pretty soon, man. But this Robin looks damn good. That Chris O'Donnell sculpt looks really good. And again, like I said, these suits, there's just nostalgia for them, man. There's just nostalgia for them. And that's a serious, it's a, whether we like it or not, man, it definitely has a pull on stuff we collect for sure. And here we go. This is what I wanted to really look at here is these interchangeable lower faces. Let me move myself out of the way a little bit here so we can look at this. And you can see here, so 3 different interchangeable lower faces, and I think the default one looks good. I think the semi-open mouth looks good, but oddly enough, man, and normally these look the worst. These open mouth, showing of the teeth sculpt, but I think by far, and these other 2 look good. By far, though, man, this looks the best to me. I think that they absolutely knocked this out of the park. And if this ends up looking this good with the real release, then we're in for a treat, man. Because I'm telling you, even without the head sculpt, they were able to capture the eyes of Clooney and this lower faceplate. And I think they did a hell of a job with this, man. I think they did a hell of a job with this. I really do. I mean, they captured that likeness really well with just using, with the cowl on. And I mean, out of all the Batman figures that I can remember, and I mean, look, we're like, let's really talk about this. Like, think about all the Batman figures. Think about that Batman 89 that just came out with the lower face plates. This one almost has the most personality I've seen out of a Batman figure. Like, when you just think about the 3 different options here, there's not like a weak link. I feel like all 3 look good. I mean, I'd say the weakest link maybe would be the middle one. This one probably is the weakest of the 3, but there's no like true weak link here. I think these are all 3 like ones you can use, and you kind of get a different version of the character with each 3. So I'm really happy with that. Separate rolling eyeballs, which obviously that's becoming the norm with every figure, but it should be. I mean, this is a great, every figure from here on out should have rolling eyeballs, in my opinion. So, I love that. That looks great. And here you can kind of see, everything. I don't think I've shown this one. Get some of the accessories here. Again, I think the suit looks great, man. I mean, I think that, the cape, again, I know we don't have any hope for Batman capes, and this one's probably going to end up the same way, but, it seems like there's some wiring down here a little bit. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe that's just the way it fell, but it seems like there's some wiring going on there, but maybe not. There definitely is wiring going on. There definitely is some wiring going on in this cape. This cape actually looks pretty decent to me. I actually think this cape looks pretty decent, oddly enough. because I know we have our issues. And again, I'm deferring to people that have way more Batman figures than I do, so I'm deferring to you guys. Just based on what I'm hearing from you guys, the capes are an issue. And yeah, man, I just think this looks really good. But I can't stress enough that I definitely think that. And I love the base, by the way. I do like the simplicity of the base here. I mean, I don't love it. I mean, it's just good. I like it. I like how it's simplistic. This figure's probably going to come in right around what we saw for the Batman Forever figure. And yeah, man, it's looking good. Kind of see that museum pose here. Yeah, I'd probably say this is the weak link for me. This second sculpt with like the kind of open mouth. You kind of lose a little bit of that Clooney likeness there on that one. But then you get it right back with this one. Like this angle right here, the lighting on this one. I love the backdrops for here, man. It's like straight out of a Schumacher Batman movie. I love that. I think they did a great job with these promotional images on that. Get some pretty cool accessories with this one. And yeah, man, you can just kind of see how it looks again. You know, it's up to you whether you like the suit or not. I mean, that's definitely going to depend on if you pick that up. But if you're definitely a Batman collector, you're somebody that wants to pick this up, I think you got to be ecstatic with this, man. I think you got to be ecstatic that we are getting. And again, this is just the promotional images. We'll see what the actual figure looks like. But just based on this, man, I think we got to be really happy, especially if you're somebody who's really been waiting on a Clooney Batman to get announced. I think you got to be really happy with this. And let's look at everything the figure comes with, and then we're going to check back in with the chat. I know you guys are chatting in there. Let me, I'm going to get right to you. Don't worry. I'll check everyone. But here's what we got. So I'm going to move myself back up here just so we can kind of get a look at everything. Yeah, so we got, you know, again, we got the interchangeable lower faces. We got the separate rolling eyeballs. We got screen accurate weapons. These weapons do look good. You can see the, you know, this little bat credit card. You can see this just insanely huge batarang here. Absolutely insanely huge. And then you got all these different ones, man. So really cool accessories here. Really cool accessories of interchangeable hands. Again, a simple, straight to the point figure, which I'm really excited about personally. Like I've been talking about this, like with everything going towards like super deluxe artists and whatever. I personally am really hoping that we continue to get like $260, $270 figures like this. Again, those prices obviously have raised over the years as well. Those probably used to go in around $225, $240, something like that. But I do want to just see, I want the money to go towards the production cost, to go towards like doing a really good job with the suit, a really good job with the sculpt, giving us a few accessories, but nothing crazy. And I'm okay with just a simple base for this figure. I would love to get some backdrops to make it look like Schumacher, you know, Batman and Robin stuff, but we'll see. But let's check in with the chat. Thank you guys for being here once again. We got 30 in the chat, man. Definitely hit that thumbs up button if you wouldn't mind. Really appreciate all of you being here. Really do. Even if you're not in the chat and you're just checking it out, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Let's check in. Where did we stop off? Collection Obsession says, I need this pair to complete my line of 6-scale Batman movie figures. There you go, man. And I think you got to be happy with this Collection Obsession. At least with this Batman. We're about to take a look at the Robin next. Field of Burns protesting. You heard it here. Field of Burns got a protest. We got Spider 4807 saying hi. What's up, Spider-Man 4807? I really appreciate you being here. I believe this is the first time I've seen you in a chat of mine on one of my streams, man. So thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well, and hope you continue to join us for other streams and videos and stuff like that, man. So thank you for being here. Hannah says the eyes with the open mouth agree. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it looks great. Ash Chase, yeah, I agree, Ash. All three look good. Hannah Hansel says $250. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe the Sideshow listing's already up, but I'm thinking it's going to be around the same price as those Batman Forever figures. We got Jose Plus has entered the chat saying hello there. What is up, Jose Plus? Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for being here. Just talking a little Batman and Robin. Spider 4807 says, may I ask what's the best Hot Toys figure you have? That's a tough one, Spider. Can I get back to you on this? Because I got to really think about this one. Let me think about this one. I'm actually going to be doing like an end of year, like, best figures of the year. And since this was pretty much my first year collecting 6 scale stuff, collecting Hot Toys, it'll pretty much be like what's my best of my collection. But there's a few that I'm waiting on that are going to be here this week, possibly even next week, that I think could be a contender for that. So definitely be on the lookout, Spider. Because before I answer this, I wanna be able to get those in, because a couple that I've really been waiting on, those could actually be at the top. So yeah, I'll get back to you on this. I'll probably do a video about this. Ash says, Justin, what Batgirl? You talking about the Alicia Silverstone? Yeah. That I think that's what you're talking about, Ash. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know this was from a few minutes ago, but yeah, I would love to see the Alicia Silverstone Batgirl. I think that'd be really cool. I mean, is it going to happen? Probably not, but I think that would look cool. I think she actually looks really badass in the suit. I think the long blonde hair would look really cool. I would love to just see an Alicia Silverstone figure. I would love to get Clueless figures. I know I might be on an island on that one. I would absolutely love to get Clueless figures. That's just me. I would collect them. Like, they'd be day ones. Those really think about how fantastic those would look. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but they'd look great. We can even do a Paul Rudd. You can even do a Paul Rudd from Clueless with that new updated Ant-Man head sculpt. Think about it. Jose Plus, we've been talking about this, man. Give us Uma Poison Ivy. That we've been talking about it, man. We agree 100% with you on this. We would love to see that. Spider says, how much is the Batman figure? It's probably you're probably going to see this before tax and shipping, Spider 4807. Probably around that 250 to 270 mark, I would guess. Not sure, but be on the lookout. The listing should be up on Sideshow. It might even be up right now. Hana said, says Alicia Silverstone is Batgirl. Yeah, absolutely. We got Brad in the building. What's up, Brad? Hope you're doing well. Says, hey, Justin. What's up, Brad? Thanks for being here. And I appreciate it. This makes me think, have I been saying somebody else's name? Because it's like Alicia Silverstone is Batgirl. Did I say? Now I'm starting to wonder if I've been saying Alicia Silverstone, right? Maybe not. I don't know, man. It's a long night. Yeah, I agree with this, Hannes Hansel. I agree with this. I mean, I'll let y'all read this, but this is absolutely accurate. I think this is the way to go. This makes sense to me. Brad says he was just getting ready for bed. Same. This always happens, man. And, we've been knowing that, like, towards the end of the year, like, Hot Toys has just been giving us, like, stuff to talk about almost daily, just about. So something, again, I was kind of sitting around. I was like, well, let's see if, like, by 11 they announce something, or sometimes it was like last night, it was like 3 a.m. when I got the updates for like the Ant-Man and the Armory and all that. So like, you never know, but this was a cool announcement to get. I am excited about this announcement. I think this is really cool. Spider 487 says, I'm new. If I'm 15, I have a Hot Toys Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. That's an awesome one, man. That is an awesome figure to have. I personally don't have that one. But that's really cool. And there's a lot of good Spider-Man figures coming out as well. So that is an awesome one to have. Like I said, I personally don't have it, but every time I see that one, it looks really cool. But again, thanks for being here. I know new to the chat, new to the stream, so really appreciate it. Machiavelli the Don says Batman 265 on Sideshow. Well, there you go. Machiavelli the Don just hitting us with the with this great information here. So it is up on Sideshow 265. That falls into the 250 to 270 range. So Machiavelli the Don, thank you so much for this info. We had a few people asking about this, so I appreciate it. And then Ash Chase says, I'm still waiting to see Gambit come on Hot Toys. Show them already. Yeah, that's the thing, man. We're, a lot of us have been saying, like, even a few people that are in here sometimes, pretty much, I can't remember. I think it's Mitchell and I know I'm forgetting somebody else, but they're just constantly saying like, man, when are we going to get that Jungle Hunter Predator announcement? When are we going to get the clean T800 announcement? Like, so there's so much being teased that we don't know for sure when we're getting these announcements, but I'm hoping we get those soon. It's just nice to get the announcements, you know, like to actually know that it's happening. It's like that weird thing because like we've talked about, like we've seen, you know, Hot Toys promote stuff and then it doesn't come to fruition. So it's nice to see when we kind of get stuff that we were like hyped for based on seeing it like a Comic-Con or some images, from some type of convention or something. One Adam 12 is here. Thanks for being here, man. It says, sadly, no Clooney head sculpt to make my Doug Ross figure from ER. That's it. But I'll tell you, man, One Adam 12, like we were talking about this, man. We think that the Clooney likeness on these lower third plates are really strong, man. I think they really did a great job with this. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen a Clooney head sculpt for sure, man. And yeah, man, the great reference here to ER, man. Great reference. Striker says Batman and Robin are up for pre-order, decent prices on Sideshow. Nice. That's what I was hoping for. I love getting those announcements. It's nice to get these huge, big announcements, and this is a big announcement because it's Batman, but like, it's nice to get these $250 to $280 announcements every once in a while, as opposed to the artists, the stuff that's getting up to like $450, Field of Burn says Hot Toys pushing shit out before them tariffs hit. That's a definite thing that could be happening, man. I mean, that we are getting a ton of announcements, releases. I mean, we are getting a ton of stuff right now. Spider 4807 says they released Zombie Captain America yet. Sorry, I'm a bad speller. No problem at all. I understand what you're saying. They released a Zombie Captain America. Hell yeah, that sounds cool, man. That sounds cool. And does What If Season 3, does that start soon? The What If Season 3, I'm excited about that. Or is that already out? I think hasn't come out yet, right? Oh, Spider says they haven't released Zombie Captain America. Yeah, we'll see if they do this. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool if they did do this for sure. Striker says, if we're getting DC figures this week, come on Supergirl from The Flash and the Henry Cavill Superman from BVS that they tease. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I think we're about to start getting a lot of DC stuff. I think we're getting Supergirl this week. And the reason I think that is because with the James Gunn Superman trailer dropping on Thursday, and he's cast his own Supergirl in that movie, I definitely think that we're going to get the Supergirl release in the next day or two. I would almost and I'm always wrong, so I'm going to be wrong again. But I'm thinking that it would make sense for them to go ahead and release that in the next day or two. Just knowing that trailer's dropping, knowing that there's going to be a whole new hype for a new Superman movie, it would make sense to go ahead and release that figure now. Field of Burn says the 22nd. Nice. I'm excited for that, man. I don't know if there's any What If fans in the house, man, but that was one that I'm glad I gave a chance to, because I had a feeling like, man, I don't know if I'm going to like this. And then just one day I heard a few people saying it was good, and I was like, I'm just going to check it out. Great decision. It's a lot of fun. Really like the animation in that, so I'm very excited. All right, let's take a look at Robin. First, though, let's do our first poll of the night. What would you rate this George Clooney Batman announcement? So I just want to know what the hype level is. So let's actually call it that. What is your hype level? And as always, we're gonna go 10. We're gonna go 8. We're gonna go 8 to 9. We're gonna go 6 to 7. And then we're going to go 1 to 5. All right, so vote in that poll. We got 30 in the chat. Definitely vote. I definitely want to see where everybody's sitting on this. I feel like, for the most part, like, people are at least happy with this. I don't know if their hype is going to reach, like, a 10. But, Yeah, right out of the gate, 5 votes. I mean, we're getting a lot of 1 to 5 here. So again, I think people are happy that this got announced, but I think a lot of people are waiting for some other stuff. So yeah, right now we're sitting at a lot of 1 through 5, 6 and 7. We got a couple of 10s, couple of 8s and 9s. So yeah, keep that rolling. Again, 32 in the chat. Would love to see as many votes as possible. All right, let's take a look at where are we? Where are we here? Gotta find the Chris O'Donnell. We gotta find the Chris O'Donnell Robin. So let's go back to the source here. Let's go back to the Facebook page. Actually, you know what? Y'all said the Sideshow listing was up, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the official listing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the official listing here. Oh, the photos. So on Robin's, the photos aren't there yet, but Robin is 260. So I'll share this real quick. Robin is 260 here. Photos coming soon. The Batman, the photos are actually up, but this one still says coming soon. October 2025 to March 2026 as the potential release date for this. I don't believe these are going to be limited in any way. So here's what's really cool. So again, this doesn't mean anything, but I'm just gonna like try to get the hype up. So I'm gonna convince myself that this means something. Okay. So if you look at the about, it says, however, the relationship between Robin and Batman is tested in Batman and Robin. While they are supposed to fight against Freeze, the misunderstanding prompts Robin to reevaluate their partnership and decide to pursue his own path. Yet to protect Gotham from crime, they must reconcile and team up. So you know what? You know what's interesting to me? Is they said Freeze here. And again, I know it doesn't mean nothing, but just for a few minutes, I'm gonna pretend it does, and I'm gonna say, what if this means we're getting a Mr. Freeze? What if it means it, man? How cool would that be? What's in the box? You kind of see all the stuff that comes with. Let's look at the pictures instead. Thought that the pictures would be up, but they are not. So we're going to have to go back to Facebook here. And we are going to share this tab now. And again, I'm going kind of out of order here, but this Chris O'Donnell sculpt looks really good. I think the sculpted hair looks solid. I think that this looks better than the Batman Forever one. I think you even got the sideburns here that looks good. I think they did a good job here. Phil DeBurn says, I want that Hot Toys What If Storm. That'd be sick. We need a Storm, man. We really do. I was hoping that Storm would have a cameo in Deadpool Wolverine just so we could get a Halle Berry Storm figure. I would love that. But you know what I would love even more, I think? They're doing a lot of those Marvel comic, like comic book line figures right now. And even if it was Hono Studios, that'd be fine too. But I would love to even get a comic accurate Storm, man. Like something for, kind of like animated series style would look super sick. Spider says, I think Hot Toys may release Marvel Zombies figures. I'm a huge What If fan. Yeah, this would be awesome. And yeah, What If is really good. And I would love to see if they... Marvel Zombies would be cool. I know they've done a few of them in the past, so this would be cool to see once again. Striker says, what if season 3 starts this Sunday? Nice. Very nice. Collection Obsession says, Kilmer Batman waitlisted. Did it waitlist right out of the gate? It just now waitlisted, Collection Obsession? Like it, I guess with all those sales, it finally kind of got on waitlist. Because it seemed like that one was available for a long time. Striker says they made improvements. He's not throbbing like the last figure. Yeah, that's true. I mean, and let's take a look at some of the other ones. Let me just double check and see if they've updated. Let me get to let me close out of some of these Batman windows here just so I can bring up just the Robin ones instead. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's take a look at a few of these. So I just want to get all these up. So I'm opening these up so we can get like I can zoom in on it and stuff. I think we're almost towards, I kind of want to get to that one that shows him and Batman just for scaling. And there we go. There it is. All right, so here we go. Let's do this real quick. Let's check in with the chat real quick. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Martin says freeze with the polar bear slippers. That'd be incredible. That'd be incredible. Spider 4807 says, so can you do poses with a Hot Toys figure? You can, Spider 407, you can. Some people are a little nervous about doing certain poses, especially with Spider-Man figures, just because it can like crease the suit and stuff. So you just got to kind of ask yourself if that's something you want to do. Like if you want to pose it and have fun. I'm usually I like to pose mine somewhat. I'm not really great at posing, but I try to, like with Spider-Man, I try to pose a little bit. Like I got the Tom Holland Spider-Man here, the red and blue suit. I don't really have him posed up too much, but short answer to your question, yes, you can. But some people that have been collecting a lot longer than me might tell you, like especially with Spider-Man figures, just be careful with the suit material. Like when you pose it a lot, like it could, it might make, show up some wrinkles. Just like when you buy a new pair of tennis shoes or something, and you start wearing them, you could start seeing those crease lines and stuff. So just be aware of that. Striker says if they're going to give us Arnold, Mr. Freeze, it definitely will be him wearing the suit. That's what I'm thinking, because that would be like the ultimate version to get. I mean, trust me, the polar bear slippers would be a cool like alternate look or a cool secondary look, but I do think that it would be the suit. And if it was, that would be a monster release. I actually think that would be like a huge release, dude, and like that'd be really exciting. All right, so here we go. We got Robin here. Again, man, I forgot how big these batarangs are in this damn movie. I am going to have to rewatch this movie just to see if these batarangs were this big. These are huge. That's wild, man. You can kind of see here the bunching up of the suit here, kind of when he raises his arms, you kind of see that going up. But again, the only reason this doesn't bother me a whole lot is because since this movie was in the 90s, like these suits were pretty much this. Like these suits were actually this. It's not like they use like full CGI and stuff and like it just looks like that and you're like, dang, look, man, that's not what it looked like in the movie. I'm sure it looked just like this in the movie, like when he raised his arms and stuff. So that doesn't really bother me. But yeah, I mean, I just think it looks really good. And this looks really good as well. Like, I mean, again, man, I mean, it kind of just depends on a couple of factors. Like, one, are you a fan of the movie? Two, even if you don't think the movie's good, is there some type of pull for you to pick up this figure? Now, the Robin is the interesting one for me because the Batman, like, you got Kilmer Batman, now you got Clooney Batman. So it makes sense to get both those Batmans if you want to have like all the live action Batmans represented in your collection. With Robin, though, I am interested to see how many people feel like they got to pick up this Robin if they already have the. And again, I get it. I know it's a different suit, so it's totally worth getting the other one. I wonder how many people are gonna like have two Chris O'Donnell Robins in their collection, as opposed to people that are just gonna pick up the Batman. So for me, I think they go so well together that it makes sense to get both Robins if you really wanted to have like full representation of the movies. But that would be the interesting one for me, and I think this looks really good. I think they got the proportions right. I think it looks great. I think the head sculpt looks good. Again, this one's right at like 260, I believe. And yeah, man, I just like these straight to the point releases where it's just like kind of just showing you the figure, showing you the suit. I don't know really what I can be negative about on these announcements because again, this is pretty accurate to what the suits look like in the movie. The head sculpts look good, and the price is good for what you're getting for this one. Again, still expensive, like all these figures are, but it is nice to finally get an announcement that's not, $350 plus, $400 plus dollars. So this is pretty cool to me. Spider 487 says you can make a version of yourself action figure, like you pay Hot Toys like a lot of money and make an action figure of yourself. This would be awesome if they. It would be very difficult for them to have these resources to accommodate this. But I know that Funko Pop does something like this, I believe. So that's like, again, I know it's not a Hot Toys, but it's a way to do it. So, but yeah, that would be cool. That'd be really cool. Prosty Shinobi in the house. What's up, Prosty? He says they finally announced him. If Batman's related, if it's Batman related, I'm getting it. Only Batman. I don't care about Robin. There you go. So that's a great. I appreciate this answer. I was kind of wondering that. And first off, thanks for being here, Prosty. And second of all, great comment here because we just were talking about that. So great answer there. Geo says, I just pre-ordered both. I have Kilmer Batman and Batman Forever Robin. Now, Geo, if you're still in the chat, Geo, can you answer me something? Like, I've seen some other reviews about the Kilmer Batman and like the posability and stuff. Now, like I talked about, I don't want to pose it up too much. But if you've been able to pose that at all, like even with the arms, maybe him holding a Batarang or something, even with that Robin, or do you just keep them strictly in the museum pose? Because I am interested. Those are both at like a price on a lot of sites where like you can get that for pretty cheap. So I've actually thought about picking those up. And so I'm just curious because since you have both, I was curious about that. Spider 4807 says they should make a Batman Who Laughs figure. That'd be insane. That'd be so cool. A lot of anything that's like comic or graphic novel related, I think would be so cool. I'm personally hoping we see some of like the Scott Snyder Batman stuff. I would love to see kind of that. I'd love to see like Talon and stuff like that. Court of Owls. I would love to kind of see that eventually become figures. Process says, you're welcome, brother. Glad to be here. Greetings to this beautiful community. Yeah, thanks for being here, Prosty. And I'm glad that you're excited about this Clooney Batman, man. Movie Cannon says the Forever Chris O'Donnell figure likeness is stronger from what I can tell. Okay, very interesting. The likeness of O'Donnell on this one needs work, but still getting. Yeah, I mean, I'll take your word for it, Joe, because you have the figure. I would have to put them side by side, but I'm definitely going to defer to that for somebody who has it in hand for sure. I think this is pretty good, but you're right. Maybe they could do a little bit more, and I would just have to kind of see what that other one looks like. But I remember the Robin one from the Forever one looked really good too. So again, I'm personally okay with the sculpt, but yeah, like you said, it's still good, but yeah, it probably needs a little bit of work. See, this image to me looks. I can kind of see what you're saying. The straight on shot here looks, you lose a little bit of it, in some of these, at least for me. But like this one, I feel like this shot with this in the background, I don't know, this just brings it all together for me. Even though this, there's a little bit of work they can do with the sculpt here. I do think the suit looks fantastic. I think they did a great job with the suit and the different accessories here. I think they got this. I think the sculpt looks strongest when they're at like this diagonal angle here. I think it looks good there. Yeah, man, like I said, this is just a solid good release here, or a solid good announcement, ones that people have been waiting for. And and some of these, man, like I said, on some of these, man, the sculpt's looking strong. The face, the hair sculpt does look a little more older. The hair sculpt got a little bit more aging there, which makes sense. But yeah, Process says they both look good to me. Probably a little extra refining would help them even more. For sure, 100%. Like I said, Geo has this figure, so I'll always defer to somebody who actually has the figure as opposed to what I'm kind of seeing on like a picture. So, but since this is the one in front of me, I'm only going based on this. And some of the angles it looks good. Some of the angles I can see where it needs a little bit of work. I do think that, this one's got a majority of a head sculpt as opposed to the Clooney where they only had to kind of get the eyes and the lower face plate. Again, I'm really a big fan of these accessories. And I kind of see, yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of work that needs to be done here with the lower sculpt here, I think. We lose a little bit there. But overall, man, I'll be honest with you, I don't see them refining the sculpt too much, to be honest with you. Because right here, like for me, I think this looks great. I think this is like Chris O'Donnell all day on this picture. On some of the other ones, I can't say that for all of them. But on this one, I think it looks really good. And there's enough differentiation between this one and the Robin one where you know, but again, man, just cool to actually get these announced. Geo says Kilmer Batman is not too posable. I have him holding the Batarang, but I'm having him standing. Yeah, and that's the thing. When they went the sonar suit route, I mean, I got why they did that, but that, you know, again, man, the only reason it doesn't bother me too much is because, like in the movies, man, they weren't really able to move in those type of suits anyway. The material, the actors weren't really able to move in those suits anyway. So it's not like you were seeing them do something crazy on screen that you're not able to replicate on your shelf. And so that doesn't really bother me too much, you know. I don't know about you, Gio. It just, for me, it doesn't really bother me too much that you can't pose those that well, because the movements are all kind of clunky. Like even Batman Begins with Christian Bale, like those movements were real clunky until they decided to add the neck, you know, piece in Dark Knight where he can actually move his neck around. So Renz Talentino says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Renz. Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for being here, Renz. And yeah, man, really appreciate you being here. We're going to go a little bit longer here, just talking about the Batman and Robin announcement from Hot Toys. Spider4807 says they should do a pack of the Batman who lasts with 4 or 5 zombie Robin things or Mr. Beast Hot Toys figure. Yeah, I mean, they could. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's see what else we got here. And we got some of these images here where you get, like, you know, you get a couple of these, you know, images here where it's got both of them. And again, those backdrop looks really cool, man. It's almost like you're in the movie on those. Kind of see the scaling here. I think they got the scaling done pretty well here. Again, I know we showed this off with the Batman pictures, but I think that looks really good. I just love this picture for some reason. I think it looks cool. It just I like that one. And then we can kind of see this separate rolling eyeballs here. Again, see, I feel like this sculpt's really strong here. Personally, I think they really did a good job on this. On, like, at least in this picture, I think it looks really good. And I'm going to share this tab here, and this is everything that this figure is going to be coming with. You can see you got the separate rolling eyeballs here. You got these a bunch of different hands. You got the same base as the, you know, if you got the Batman Forever figures, the same one we saw with the Clooney Batman. You got the screen accurate weapons, which I really like his weapons as well. I think that Batman has really cool weapons. So the accessories on these two figures are really good. And yeah, I mean, again, just your, you know, just a nice release. I mean, I keep saying release, just a nice announcement here. Let's see what Curtis has to say. We got Curtis Booth in the chat saying, hey, everyone, hope everyone's having a great night. Did I miss you talk about the Batman Armory release thoughts? I haven't talked about that yet. Stay tuned. I will be talking about that soon. You might even see a video. I might post a quick video of it. It might not be a live stream, but I'll do a quick video. Curtis, about talking about the Armory. But I will just tell you, it is something I have pre-ordered, and I plan on keeping the pre-order. So if you didn't have time to watch the video, if I upload that tomorrow or something, again, it'll be a short, like probably like 10 minutes or less video that I do, just kind of give my thoughts on it. Because there's a few things that I liked about it, or a few things I loved about it, a few things that I thought that, you know, didn't come out as good as I hoped, but overall, like I said, it's still something I'm looking forward to picking up. Gio says, yeah, I'm good with the pose I have for the Kilmer figure. I don't mind it at all. Yeah, that's the thing. You just, it's cool to have that on the shelf, man. I know you're a big fan of these movies as well, Gio, so I'm excited for you, man, to be able to pick these up as well and add it to that Batman collection, dude. But yeah, there we have it, man. There we have it. 29 still in the chat. Definitely hit that thumbs up. But oh, we got to do one thing. No, nobody go anywhere yet, because we got to do two quick things real quick. So we're going to end this first poll, which is, what is your hype level for this George Clooney Batman announcement? 45% say 1 to 5, 22% say 6 to 7, 18% say 8 to 9, and 13% said 10 on 22 votes. We're going to do one last poll here, and I want to know the same thing. I'm sure it's going to be the same answer, maybe even lower. But let's go ahead and ask it. And this poll will close out our stream for tonight. So definitely vote on your way out tonight. And it's the same question. What is your hype level for this Robin announcement? Definitely vote on that if you would like. And in the meantime, we're going to check in with the chat one last time. But again, this is if you're just now tuning in, we just got done talking about the Hot Toys Batman 85th anniversary announcements of the Batman and Robin, George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell. We finally get the Batman and Robin suits. Definitely an exciting day if you're a fan of the Joel Schumacher produced Batman films. If you're a fan of Batman and Robin. Curtis Booth says, I need a Penguin from Returns before I needed a Batman and Robin from Batman and Robin. I hear you, man. Man, it just makes too much sense for them to give us a Penguin and a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. It just makes too much sense, man. But sometimes when stuff makes too much sense, like Hot Toys just kind of does their own thing, and you gotta just be like, all right. But Eric Heinig says, good stream. Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate it. Spider4807 says, I want DC to make a live-action Batman Who Laughs movie or a TV show or anime series or just an animated movie or show. That'd be awesome. I would love this as well. I think you're going to start seeing, a lot more DC animated stuff. They've already done a lot of animated stuff, but maybe one day we will get this, and that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I think I got to everybody's chat. If I missed a chat, let me know. I think Curtis said, let's see. Did I get to Curtis's chat here? Let me make sure I got to everybody's chat. The poll right now, 10 votes. 50% say 10 that they're hyped for this, and then 30% say 1 to 5. So we have a split vote, basically. Half of the chat is very hyped for these. The other half, not so much. See what else we got here. Oh, Eric says Catwoman and Penguin are a must for 92 Batman Hot Toys. 100% agree. 100% agree with this, Eric. I agree, man. No question about that. I would love to see those figures released. That'd be incredible. But yeah. But all right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We still have 28 in the chat. Again, check out the replay. We just got done talking about the Batman and Robin announcement. So definitely let me know what you think when you check out the replay. We're gonna close the vote because I'm kind of getting. I pretty much see what I've seen. What I think we're right at that 50-50 with this one, where people are either really excited about it or kind of could care. Kind of just like, oh, okay, cool. Now can we announce something else, please? Like that type of vibe. So really appreciate everybody being here. 30 in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out, and I'll probably be going live again this week, or at least putting out another video, because I'm sure we're going to be getting more stuff from Hot Toys. They're just being relentless right now, so definitely stay tuned to the channel for more streams like this, for more videos talking about those announcements and those releases. So thank y'all all so much. I really appreciate everybody that was able to make it tonight, and I really appreciate everybody being active in the chat. So thank y'all so much. I hope that you're all doing well, and as always, as we say after every stream, thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.